to uphold my word
from a Messianic Jew.
Last week. That's the only reason I'm here. I'm not here for some big conversation.
If you look at the
done that, and it's adequate,
Malvin,
but it's not adequate.
Malvin, if you look at the video, Malvin, if you look at the video from last week, you said you'll bring evidence from a Jew, not a Messianic Jew.
I told you he's Messianic. Yes, I did. 100%. I put my life on it that I told you he's a Messianic Jew. I'll put my life on it. You're lying. You either don't remember him.
It's possible. It's possible I could have forgotten. So I don't need to lie. I don't need to lie to make a statement like that.
Can you absolutely not remember it, or you denying I said it?
It's possible I could have forgotten.
So you're not necessarily denying I didn't.
But I did ask you something.
Which one is it?
Malvin,
which one?
Can I respond?
Are you lying?
Can I respond? Can I respond?
You're lying.
Can I respond? You see, before I responded, you already made the accusation of lying.
You've just accused me of it twice. You said, I said, I'd bring it up from a Jew. I said he's a Messianic Jew.
Melvin, before the camera came, I asked you this categorically.
I said we got rabbinic commentary there as well. And you said, are they rabbis? I said yes.
Okay. Before the camera came,
if
you told me
never deleted it.
Hold on.
Before they do mess about with those things.
Hold on. Whatever they mess about, it's not because I tell them to do it.
Well, I don't know.
So
you don't want to look bad.
Well, don't make assumptions and accusations you don't know them. Because that is not very Christian-like. And before the cameras came, I asked you categorically, is that author of that book a Jew and not a Messianic Jew? And you kept saying he's a Jew.
Well, you have to show me.
Like I said, before the cameras came.
He's a Jew. You never asked me, is he a Jew or is he a Messianic Jew?
A Jew? What do you understand by a Jew?
A Jew, a native of Israel.
A native of Israel can be an atheist as well.
He's of the Jewish nation, regardless where he's born.
Yes.
He's recognized as a Jew.
So he can come from the
Arnold Fruchtenbaum. It's a Jewish name.
Yeah, it's a Jewish name.
He's a Jew.
That doesn't make him.
Is he a Jew?
Is he an Orthodox Jew?
Is he a Jew?
Is he an Orthodox Jew? Does he come from the mainstream Jewish?
He is not a Jew. Would you say he isn't a Jew?
Can I respond?
Is your statement?
Can I respond?
I can guarantee you he's a Jew.
Can I respond? A Jew, like I said, a Jew can be an atheist. A Jew can be an agnostic. A Jew by descent can be a Christian.
I'm making is he's a Jew.
So when I asked you, when I asked you, he's a Jew, I meant by faith.
Well, you should have said by faith.
You should know Judaism.
You didn't say by faith. You just said, is he a Jew?
Well,
you might say, well, is that case he's an African?
Melvin, you're just getting cocky now. If I'm talking about religion, if I'm talking about Bible,
you never made any.
Hold on.
Never defined.
I think if you're not intelligent enough to understand, I'm talking about a Jew in the context of religion. When we're talking about the Bible, then the problem is with you, not me.
Well, the Jews are religious. They read the Bible. The Messianic Jew is religious. He's reading the Bible.
You know Judaism.
You don't define between the two.
Judaism.
You just say, is he a Jew? I'm going to say yes.
Judaism. When I talk about Judaism, they do not accept Jesus as the Messiah.
I know that.
Good. So when I'm talking about who the Jew is in this context, is about someone who follows the religion of Judaism.
You shouldn't have left it down to me to assume.
Oh, so you don't understand the context in which we're talking about?
Really, I didn't, because you lead.
Well, you got a lot. You got
up the garden path.
If I'm going to
ambiguous statement.
It's not an ambiguous statement.
It is ambiguous.
Why do you think I asked for references from the Bible?
Sorry?
Why do you think I asked you for references from the Bible?
Because you wanted to then work out a polemic against it.
Against what?
Against.
Why does it need to be a polemic?
Because it has.
Why can't it be?
Because that's what you do.
No, why can't it be something?
That is what you do.
Okay.
You sit at home.
Why can't it be?
You prepare an argument, and then you come down here and you launch that argument on some hopefully naive Christian.
Would you call yourself a naive Christian?
To some extent, yes.
Okay. If you think you're a naive Christian, then you shouldn't be asking. So you shouldn't be telling me
books from PhDs who aren't naive, and I don't come here with my own information that I've dreamed up. I come here and present you with a reliable source.
PhD doesn't even guarantee wisdom. Forget about being a scholar in Judaism. I'm telling you, if you go to any Judaic Christian,
Arnold Fruchtenbaum
doesn't matter. He's a heretic.
Major player.
According to the Jews who are Orthodox, he's a heretic because he believes. Because this Fruchtenberg actually believes the Mashiach is the Yahweh.
The major place.
That is a
and
heresy.
If God down the mosque, he will piss all over him.
You can piss in the mosque, doesn't matter. But that's just called a nasty person.
Piss all over you.
Why do you think your scholar pisses in places? Okay? You really think, hold on, Malvin, you really think the Jewish scholars will take a heretic as someone reliable? Well, if you don't care, then why having this dialogue?
He's a serious dude, mate.
A serious heretic, you're right. A serious heretic according to the Jewish religion.
In a debate.
Well, I'll tell you
He
what.
would floor you. You wouldn't even want to get
I'm
out
not
of bed.
comparing myself to him.
That's good.
All I'm saying is that he is a heretic according to the Jewish Judaism.
9 years old. You are.
I am what?
You are a heretic to Jews.
But I'm not comparing me to him. You're doing that a mistake again.
I'm not saying he's in
The only scholar that you could bring to prove your evidence is a heretic.
No, the best
He's a heretic.
The best scholar with the most insight.
Best according to
he
whom?
was a rabbinic Jew.
Best according to
He
whom?
was a rabbinic Jew.
According to
After
whom?
reading the scriptures, he becomes a messianic Jew. That is a great source. I could bring you David Wood. You wouldn't accept that.
Oh, you mean the
I could
cross-dresser?
bring you Sam Shimon. You won't accept that. You won't.
Why should I
accept
accept from a cross-dresser like David Wood?
That's what I mean. You've already written him off.
Would you not?
What?
Would you actually go about preaching in a dress of your wife?
What David Wood didn't Islamicize me.
No, David Wood, he did it before as well. He actually got in his wife's lingerie. I don't know how it fitted him. Anyway, what I'm saying is this. Would you consider someone like that as serious?
I would in a debate format.
So in a debate, Melvin, tell me.
Considers him serious enough to debate him 3 times, minimum of 3, might be 5. If Shabir Ali, who's probably the best Muslim debater on the planet,
I wouldn't say best.
Say
he's the good one.
Who's the best?
I wouldn't say he's the best.
Who's the best?
Well, there are many people who are good.
I know him. Who?
Okay, Yasser Qadhi.
Yasu Qadhi.
Yeah, have you heard of him?
No.
Obviously not. So that's what I'm asking you.
All right, mate, I haven't.
Look, Melvin. When somebody asks you for evidence, you do not bring them heresies.
Who's he debated?
Who's he debated?
Qadhi. Yeah, who's he debated?
In terms of what? He's spoken to, what's his name?
We're talking about debaters.
Yeah, White. Dr. White.
We're talking about debaters.
Well, he's a debater, is he not?
No, yes, he is.
So
I'm presenting Shabir Ali is probably the best Muslim
Melvin.
debater.
You know the examples you gave me was a heretic from a Jew.
Who he's saying it is. Are they? So who was this geezer debated apart from James White?
Look, Melvin.
Who else
Melvin, can I say something? Just because you have had 10 debates doesn't make you the best.
No.
Good.
But
Melvin.
Experience.
Of course, it's crucial. But what I'm asking is this: when I ask you for evidence, you bring me a heretical Jew, you bring me David Wood the cross-dresser, and you bring Sam Shimon. These are your best.
A heretic,
seriously,
according to the Jews, who consider you a heretic.
No, the Jews will, because I do not claim. No. How do you know the Jews consider me as heretic?
Well, let's go down and see if they do.
Sure.
See if they do.
So before.
Let's see if they think you're
Melvin, do you know what a heretic is? Do you know what a heretic is?
Somebody who is speaking falsehoods about a religion.
No, that's not what a heretic is.
A heresy is a false teacher.
No.
It's teaching.
You don't even know what a heresy is. So when you have a heresy, I'm telling you, when you have an ideology, for example, like Christianity.
Right.
Christianity is defined by certain ideology.
Yeah.
Yes? If you go against that ideology, yes, and you claim
so could we call the ideology?
Can I finish?
Could we call the
Melvin, can I finish without interrupting every time? You do this every time, I don't know why. When you still claim yourself as a Christian and you go against the main ideology of your belief, then you're a heretic. Have I ever said I'm a Jew?
Sorry?
Have I ever said I'm a Jew?
No.
Good. So how can I be a heretic to the Jewish people?
Well, why is he a heretic?
I'll tell you why. If he is claiming to be a Messianic Jew, yes, and he claims that the Mashiach is Yahweh, then that is a heresy.
To the Jews?
Of course to the Jews.
It's a false teaching.
Yes.
Which is what I said. And you said, I don't know what a heresy is.
You see, he missed it again. Not only that is a false teaching, but he's still claiming to be a Jew.
Well, he doesn't have to claim it, he is.
I know.
DNA.
No, you're missing. You see, Melvin, you're missing it again. You're missing the point again.
No, he's not a rabbinic
By Jew, look, by Jew, it doesn't mean just you're born a Jew. By Jew, you need to maintain Judaism as your religion and faith. The main ideology. Will you call a Christian Messianic Jew as someone from the Judaic faith?
No.
Is this man, the author that you're saying, Fuchtenberg, is he from the Judaic faith?
He came from that.
No, I didn't say where he came from. Is he from the Judaic faith now?
No.
There you go. So he's a heretic. He's a heretic. The only example he could bring me is a heretic. Goodbye, Melvin.
You're a heretic.
Goodbye. You don't understand. Go and look it up. Go and look up the word heresy before you start making accusations.
The evidence I brought is stand.
Yeah, from a heretic.
Stand.
Yes, it's from a heretic. Thank you very much, Melvin, to prove my case. This is what happens, unfortunately, when you start bringing sources from heretics and then claiming it is from the main source, i.e. from the Judaic faith. Melvin doesn't know the difference between the two. He thinks every Jew comes from the Judaic faith. Just because you're born Jewish doesn't mean you can't be an atheist. Just because you're born Jew doesn't mean you cannot be agnostic. Or even some other religion like Christianity or Hinduism. It is the ideology that you adhere to that defines you as whether you are from the Jewish faith or from a Muslim faith or from a Christian faith. And then depending on what you preach, what your ideology is, you can identify that person as a heretic, as someone who is completely left the faith, or someone who actually adheres to the faith, the orthodox belief in that particular faith. Melvin brought to me some guy called Fruchtenberg. He started in Ariel Ministries, and he will definitely be condemned as a heretic if he believes that the Messiah is Yahweh, unfortunately for him. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jews don't believe in Jesus, so why is he bringing up that topic?
Because that's the only thing he could bring up. He's a Trinitarian, so he will go about looking, even amongst the Jews, what will agree with his ideology. That's called deception.
Jesus, I know.